Welcome to the Sonny and Staxx Show.
Oh, good morning,
I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and my co-host.
Sonny Grasso,
How you doing, man?
or as I'm known in some parts of the world,
Thank you, thank
and
you, thank you,
Andrew
thank you.
Andrew Dice Clay. Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Great crowd, great crowd. Got love for
Yeah,
all you guys that watch this show. Thank you.
thank
Get a
you.
lot
Thank you
of
for taking your shirts off, ladies. I can see you from here.
yeah. All right, we got some comments. William, what's up, man? How are you? Maureen, thank you for joining us. Sonny Grasso's in the chat. What do you know? What do you say?
Hey, he's a good guy. I like
Mike,
talking to him.
yeah, me too. Mike, how are you? Thanks for joining us today. Today, we're going to go over the Vlad interview because we've got a lot of requests for us to go over the Vlad interview. Mike
Yeah,
says, I'm Staxx's underboss.
yeah, I see that.
And Ivan, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, Ivan. Hey, Ivan Diaz.
Liberty.
Liberty.
So yeah, the meaning of this show is to show people Sonny's going through his own physical, hardships and all that, and he's showing people that you don't have to sit there and just suffer. You can push through. You can do positive things, and it. And I'm trying to show you that you don't need to be stuck in drug addiction for the rest of your life. You can change. Change is possible.
And every step of the way, it is. Yeah, yeah. But
It is.
you can't just sit around with what I'm going through because more things will happen. So get up and live your life. Do what the doctors say, and look, I go to 29th and find out when they're going to go in and do my heart, and hopefully that'll work.
Are you worried about that one?
It's too much shit going on. You know what? A little bit, because one of the side effects is death. I'm like, what the fuck would you even put that up there for?
One of the side effects.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's not a side effect, man. That's murder.
Yeah.
Morning, Danny. And Latin Butterflies here. And the Pink Panthers here. Everybody's here. So did you notice that whole interview now, I think it's an hour and 20 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever it is long, was on Joey's page and now it's gone?
Yeah, that's weird.
That is weird.
Odd. Very odd. So before we get into that, I want to talk about a couple major stories that are in the news right now.
Yeah.
There was a guy in a bodega. If you guys don't know what a bodega is a little store on this corner, right? Some people don't even know what it is. So it was in Brooklyn, I believe Brooklyn, and there was a girl in there, a young girl, and this guy was asking her, asking her out and things. He ends up killing her because he didn't.
Because she turned him down?
Yeah, because she turned him down.
Where was this?
So it says teenage girls stabbed at New York City bodega for rejecting attackers' advances. A pair of 19-year-old twin sisters were stabbed at a Brooklyn bodega early Sunday after rejecting the attackers' advances, with one of the teens killed in the assault. The other one was hospitalized in stable condition. The sisters were with a group of friends and relatives inside Slope's Natural Plus on 4th Avenue in Park Slope around 2:20 in the morning when the two were attacked, police said. According to the relatives, the attack came after the suspect tried to hit on the two girls but was shot down. He walked in and started hitting on her, Alphonse Godson, the girl's grandfather, told. I don't want to be bothered with you, she said. Leave me alone. And then the store owner put him outside. He started kicking the door and then banging on the door. I don't know if they called the police. At the same time, the owner should have called the police, That's when the twins left the store and they were attacked. And
Well, that was a mistake.
Samaya, her name was Samaya. And she was stabbed in the chest and later pronounced dead in New York's Presbyterian Brooklyn Methodist Hospital, while her sister was stabbed in the arm and listed in stable condition. The twins had been with friends at a party earlier in the night. The woman who identified herself as the slain teen's godmother said she was with her mother and sister. And the woman who would only give her name as China said Sunday it was a whole bunch of them. They had a game night. I don't even know who he is, she said of the attacker, who remains on the loose. I've never seen him before. I guess he stabbed her with a kitchen knife. Distraught loved ones gathered outside the slain teen's apartment building just hours after the fatal attack that were mere blocks from the bodega to set up a makeshift memorial, flowers, teddy bears, and candles. She was a very good person, and no one, one friend said. She was in school and working. She was very lovable and didn't start any trouble with anyone. All she wanted to do was have fun and go out with her friends. She wasn't like a party girl. It was her first time trying to go out and have fun. That's crazy, man.
That's beyond crazy. It's evil. It's the devil, man.
It is. Here, I'll show you guys a picture of the memorial for her. Here it is. That's outside her apartment building. And then you got, this is a picture of her.
Oh, she's a young kid.
Yeah. Here's the corner where it happened. Do you know this area?
So yeah. I hate when the news people say New York City. You know, even though Brooklyn is part of New York City, I get all that. But when you hear New York City, you think Manhattan, and it's not.
Everyone, yeah, I don't know why they do that either.
Yeah,
And
they should say Brooklyn. Period. It's Brooklyn, Park Slope, Brooklyn. It's out of control.
What's up? Damn it, Mandy. What's going on? Thank you for joining us.
Damn it, Mandy.
Danny Jones. Danny Jerome, Tommy. What's going on, bro? Thanks for joining us, man. And
Danny's right too. See what he says? The world's always been crazy.
Sending prayers. One of his family members passed away recently. Sad situation.
Hey, Cosenza from Chicago.
I'm gonna give a shout out. Did you hear about the kid that went missing?
No.
I think it was in Kentucky. Someone in the chat, maybe you could help me out with that. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Shinobi. Shout out to my boy Shinobi. He's watching right now. Appreciate you, man.
John.
This story's pretty crazy too. I think it was Kentucky.
Look at this. Montreal, Nashville. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, Nashville.
I mean, no, I'm reading where all these people are coming from. We're literally from all over the world. It's nice.
Yeah, we got people that watch all over the place.
Hey, look who's here. Joey Faraci. Beautiful. Hi, Joy.
Hey, Joy, how are you? I got some exclusive stuff on the way. You might be interested in watching, Joy. Shinobi, what's going on, man? Roy Cox, how are you? So this kid was in Nashville, missing a college student. Credit card found, I guess. So the kid went missing. It was found along a Nashville River, police say.
Really?
Yeah. So this young college student, his name's Riley. There's a search for a missing college student in Nashville. Hold on, let me get a picture of him for you guys. This story is pretty crazy because the police are involved. Like, the last video seen with this kid, the police talking to him. So yeah, I make it make sense. Hey, Sticks, how are you? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, maybe if you show the picture, maybe I'll recognize it.
All right. So this kid.
No.
All right. So it says, as the search for college student missing in Nashville continues into its second week, authorities are sharing new clues with hopes of learning more about what may have happened to 22-year-old Riley Strain the night he disappeared. Meanwhile, Strain's family has asked the U.S. Cajun Navy, a volunteer organization that mainly assists in natural disasters response, to join the search, and more community members are interested in the case, and they have themselves become involved in the effort. A lot of people are like, a lot of eyes are on this case right now. It's all over TikTok like crazy. We feel need of extra resources to come and help in any way, try more organized for our family to see if we could bring some sort of clues to light. National Director for Operations spoke. He said that the volunteer group lends services to Strain's case since being contacted early this week by the family, have so far provided an airboat and a hovercraft that was expected to begin probing the area later on Tuesday and early Wednesday morning. But the community volunteers trying to investigate on their own. Strain family said they wanted to share public call for individuals to come together and work with organizations instead of doing it on their own. We are very grateful for everyone that has done everything so far, that you continue, but they just don't want people to be off on their own, you know?
Right.
It's understandable.
Yeah, Nashville's gotten pretty hairy lately over the past year.
And
a lot of immigrants have landed there.
There's a lot of homeless people there.
That too, yeah.
A homeless encampment, and they found his credit card next to a homeless encampment. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, supposedly he was with some people after he got thrown out of the bar, and they went down by the water. So who knows what happened? You know. Hey, Baywatcher.
I mean, if he's missing for this long,
yeah, it's not good.
Chances are pretty grim that he's most likely in the river. And there's psychics putting in their 2 cents, saying that they see him in the water and all this shit.
Yeah, of course.
It's crazy.
I'm feeling
a lot of people in the chat.
I'm feeling water.
They allegedly found his card and his wallet.
Is that right? Good to see you too, Baywatcher. Yes, I'm feeling country music.
Thank you, Shinobi. Appreciate you.
Wow. Baywatcher said they found the card. They found it during a TikTok stream. Wow.
Yeah, because there's all these people on their own.
Yeah.
The cameras, like, they're all like trying. A lot of people are searching for this kid. So today, we're going to be going over, Johnny, what's up, man? We're going to be going over the Vlad interview with Joey Merlino. Shout out to Joey Merlino. Make sure you subscribe to his podcast. It's on Patreon.
Yes.
We can get it for you.
Who knows? You might see him here one day.
Who knows? Maybe. We ain't banking on it.
His frat brothers.
It doesn't make us or break us. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
We're doing great.
Well, I have a unique way of living. I don't judge anybody. So, you know, whatever he did, if it was, beyond white collar, I don't care. I just enjoy watching him and listening to him. He cracks me up.
Yeah, it's funny. And listen, I criticize mob rats who act a certain way. I don't criticize them just because they're mob rats and criticize them
Right.
because they act a certain way after they've been out. They haven't changed their lives. They're not helping people. Like they're clearly they told on people just to get out of prison. None of them will admit it. Like just admit it, right? No excuses. Full of excuses.
Maybe some of them do. Some of them are upfront about it, but the majority are not.
I think 99.9% of them are not.
Right. Exactly.
Especially Sammy Gravano with that shirt. It's like disgusting.
Well, did you see what he came out with? Let me just clarify this. He said, it kind of looks like a license plate. No, it don't fucking kind of look like a license plate. It is a license plate. He goes, but the 19, the Bull is my name, obviously. But the 19 was a code word that we used when I was in the life. And that's what Bull 19 means. What?
Fucking
code
liar.
word?
He's a liar. Liar.
A code word?
Code word for what? 19. He never said that anywhere else, right?
Nope.
Diane Sawyer interview, none of that. And the Diane Sawyer interview is pretty intricate. He lies in that interview. And now he's mentioning all this other stuff that is not true.
Correct.
It's crazy, man. But anyway, let's get to the video. Don't worry, he's coming back on, Danny. Just keep watching.
Joey!
All right, here we go. Today we have Joey Merlino, a.k.a. Skinny Joey, who the media has claimed for years is the boss of the Philadelphia Mafia.
Welcome to your own podcast, Vlad.
Welcome.
Welcome to Vlad TV.
How you doing? Welcome. How are you?
Yeah, welcome. Hey, Danny, the next one is going to be out Friday, I believe at 11 p.m. So if you want to see more, join the membership. You can watch it right now.
Well, it's your first time here.
Alleged.
I want to start at the very beginning.
Alleged. Like everyone's calling this guy mob boss, and I don't. He denies it constantly. So.
Hey, he's right for saying it. He's right for straightening them out right up from the beginning.
Yeah.
This is all alleged.
See, a lot of them will just have this smirk on their face, like
correct. I was just gonna say that.
That's what they do.
This is the hitman for the Gambino family.
Yeah.
This
is the hitman with no hits.
Good.
So, born and raised in South Philly.
Yes, my whole life.
Okay. And your parents are Italian.
Okay.
No,
his parents aren't Italian.
Salvatore, Chucky Merlino, and Rita Giordano?
Yeah, Giordano, that's my mother, yeah.
Okay. So what was it like to grow up in South Philly in the late 60s, early 70s?
It was nice. There was no locks on the door. You could do whatever you want in the neighborhood. Nobody ever stole anything. Nobody's houses got robbed. Tight-knit, old town. Everybody helped each other.
Listen, Snuff was on yesterday live with Joey, and he even said, I think the Vlad interview was great, but he said, I don't have nothing against Vlad, and I don't either. But I think his interview he's not a good interview. That's my personal thoughts on it. What do you think?
Snuff said that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a good interview. He seemed so nervous during the whole thing because I know he had an agenda that he wanted to get to, but you can guarantee that Joey said, I will not talk about this, that, and you bring it up, I'll walk out of here. And you can see when he's about to ask a question that's on that do not ask list, he starts to get nervous.
Yeah.
Outside all night. Listen, when I was a kid, I was never home. I went home to eat. That was it. The kids are all fucked up today. That's why they're all fat. They play video games. They don't do a fucking thing. We played every sport. Hockey, football, baseball, stickball, you name it. We played it. My mother came and got us. We came home from school at 3 o'clock. We were out till 5 o'clock. Came in 8. As soon as we're done dinner, went out till 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Right outside.
Home, bath, shower. We didn't have shower. We had fucking bath. We had no air conditioning. Got up, went to school the next day. But we were always active.
Okay, so you're growing
So
up.
he went to school sweaty?
Probably. And
He went to
said
school.
They didn't have
hot,
a shower. They didn't
wouldn't have a
back
shower
then.
or air conditioning.
No, they just had baths. I mean,
Yeah, I remember that. 4 kids in 1 bedroom up in the Bronx.
that's how it used
You
to
know,
be back in the day, man.
twin bunk beds. Didn't bother anybody. I told you the story. I mean, I used to be outside at 5 years old in the elevator, go downstairs. We lived in the project, and I'd be out playing all day. Didn't have to worry about anything. Now I don't even want to drive there.
We used to have bunk beds, right? And I'd be
Yeah.
down talking to my brother. And one time I hear my mom coming. I'm running up the bunk bed stairs. My foot slips. I bite a hole right through my tongue.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah, that was not good.
Did you still get the belt?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Did he tell you what he did for a living, or what did you think he did for a living when you were a kid?
He worked in a mechanic place, Armstrong Springs.
Okay.
And he was a bartender. He was a bartender.
Okay. Well, he owned a bar at one point, right?
Yeah, he had a bar.
Was it the 9M?
Well, yeah, 9M bar. That was in the late 80s, though. I'm talking about like 70s, early 80s, 70s, early 80s.
Okay, so as a kid, did you get in trouble, or were you a relatively good kid?
Every day, trouble. Every fucking day. My mother beat me up every day. My father, like 4 times a year.
4 times a year.
4 times a year.
When I got in big trouble.
Joey, what's today's day? When's the last time I beat you? It's been a while, Dan. All right, get in there.
Yeah, when's the last time? It's the first quarter of the year. Get in the room, get ready.
Look what Baywatcher wrote. Sonny G, in the city, we used to play a game called Muggers.
Muggers, put a mask on. Listen, back in the day, it was rare to see somebody with a mask on. Now, everywhere you look, everyone's a robber. They all got masks on. It's pretty crazy.
Look what Mike Sulla wrote.
Walk down the alley, we jump out at you and have you run back, advance.
If you could pop up on the screen there, Mike, what Mike Sulla just wrote.
Oh, no, where is it?
He says, I was rolling on this interview. I talked to Joey on Instagram. He said they're all no good.
I can't even see his comment.
Right after Maureen is saying hi to Ivan, then Mike Sulla right there. Above Baywatcher.
Oh, this one. This one?
No, Mike Sulla. It's down, keep going down from there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 up from the bottom. At least I'm on.
Oh, right here. I was rolling on this interview, talked to Joey on Instagram, and he said they're all no good. They are all no good.
Except us, because you were mentioned by Snuff, I believe.
Yeah, he said Staxx. Everyone's talking about Staxx because everyone's they love me, man. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a good platform. I believe I have a great platform over here. And
not that I'm anybody, but that's why I'm here.
The invitation is there. They want to come on. And I believe Snuff is in recovery. Shout out to Snuff and his recovery. It shows that people can do it. And that's what I want to promote. I'm not about that negative shit, you know? And when I criticize these mob rats, I'm not judging them. I could care less about what they do in life and all that. And I don't attack them personally. I just go off their actions. And that's it.
So, like, what was the first time you really got in serious trouble?
Since I was let out of the house, every day. I mean, we always something. We were bad.
Okay.
We were bad kids, but good bad. Not
what's up, man?
No drugs, no. We just whatever. Broke windows, fucking threw eggs. We used to throw eggs at cops. Mischief night. That's what everybody in South Philly did.
Okay. Were you getting arrested as a kid at all?
I got a few times. Minor
Okay.
shit, throwing eggs at cops. But the cops used to laugh at us. They used to take us and drive us like 2 miles away and let us walk home.
Okay, so nothing serious. You
No.
didn't get any serious crimes.
Hey,
No,
Watson,
no,
thanks for
nothing
watching.
serious. Driving without a license when we were 15, you had to be 16 to drive, shit like that.
Okay, so did you know about the mafia as a kid?
Yeah, just my opinion. I don't even know him, and I could care less about anyone else's opinion or anything. So I'm not gonna waste my time. And that's it.
No.
Not at all. Okay,
But I appreciate your support.
let's talk about the backdrop of what's happening right now at that time. So by 1980, when you were 18, the Philly boss, Angelo Bruno, got killed.
He lived around the corner from me.
And I'm sorry?
He lived around the corner from me.
Okay. And that set off a whole bunch of events.
I don't get that.
So they're saying the murder was orchestrated by his.
Huh?
I don't get that. That's a huge name, first of all. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, in Philly, it was big, but after that movie, The Irishman, came out, everybody was educated to who Angelo Bruno was and how huge he was. He was very quiet about what he did, but, he covered areas like from up and down all over the place. He says the guy lived around the corner from me and you just let it go?
And don't ask him any follow-up
You
questions
don't ask
about
him?
him at
Really?
all. Like,
Did
did
you
you
have
have any dealings with him at all? Like,
Any interaction with him, yeah. Was he a nice guy? Did he say hello? Anything. And they makes him repeat it. What? He goes, yeah, he lived around the corner from me. Oh, okay. So anyway, do you like McDonald's better or Burger King? What the
he got
fuck?
blown up, and that's it. You just keep going. You don't
Oh
even
my
mention
God.
anything. It's very weird, but okay.
Consigliere,
Fucking-
Antonio Capangiro. And then because he didn't get permission from the commission to actually do it, he was found dead in the trunk of a car.
I don't know nothing about it. I was a kid. I have no clue. All I know is he got killed. That was it.
I can't believe he doesn't ask him, like, did you have any type of did you go and trash his garden ever or anything? Like, did he have fun? Like, was he friends with his kids? Like, nothing.
You're saying you were out on the street since you were a little tiny. Hey, Uncle Pete, since you were a little kid, right? And then you
Yeah.
talk about Angelo Bruno living around the corner, and then this guy here. And why don't you ask him anything about that?
And the guy
And I'm not
killed,
taking shots at Vlad. I'm just saying I know that's what I would do. I know that's what you would do. The door was open for you to walk in. You're not kicking the door in. Oops, I didn't mean to say that.
and I don't think that I'm like the best interviewer ever or anything like that, but I think I'm getting a lot better. And hey, people that are successful don't knock people that are trying. You understand? It never happens. Like, but yeah, here I'll show you guys a picture of Angelo Bruno. The people that killed him ended up getting killed themselves.
Yes.
I think it was a straight setup, just like the guy Bruno from Springfield that got killed. That was a straight setup too. People jockeying for power, and
Yep, there is.
he was friends with everybody. He had a lot of respect in the street.
He absolutely did, as long as you gave him that envelope. But I mean, he could walk down the street, next to you, and you would say, "Oh, he's an insurance salesman or something."
Yeah, they didn't care to brag about their position like people do nowadays.
Right.
Who actually goes around and says, "Oh, I'm a made guy," like telling everybody. I mean, I understand after you're out of the life or you cooperate, you're telling your story then, but people that are in the life are not supposed to say things to anybody, but a lot of people do. They brag about their positions.
Right.
It's like an application.
Then Phil Test.
Yeah. Thank you, damn it, Mandy. Actually, Staxx, you're a really good interviewer. You come up with some good questions off the top. I appreciate you. Yeah, I try to do different than a lot of other people do. I'm trying to step outside of the box. And I got something major coming this weekend. Yeah, we already talked about that, Sonny.
Yep.
Interviews already in the bag. So that one's going to be dropping this weekend. I think it's a 6 or 7 part interview, and it's fucking good. You guys will like this one. And don't forget, Friday, Gaetano Castellano.
Came the
Wait,
new
who's that?
boss, and he appointed Nicky Scarfo
I don't know.
as his consigliere.
I don't know nothing about that. That's
Right.
way before my time.
I'm just kind of setting up the backdrop of what's happening. Not to say, you didn't know anything about that. I'm just kind of setting up what's happening in the background.
He's getting pissed. Like, why would he even bring all this shit up? Why would he bring up the backdrop on what's happening in the backdrop? This is supposed to be an interview about Merlino.
It's not even that. It's supposed to be an interview about the rats.
Yeah, and they barely touch on that, right?
Yeah. He tries, though. Joey tries to bring it up, but Vlad stares it away. I would love to see what was said every time they stopped filming for a second. Oh, man.
No, they definitely, he definitely.
This would be Joey.
Out.
This would be Joey. Look here, you motherfucker. I told you.
Grabbing him.
I'll go in the other room and change your diaper.
You could tell he's nervous, man. He's like stuttering and shit.
Then, Phil Testa became the new boss, and then he got killed by a nail bomb under his porch. And
thanks, Kirby.
They're saying that was ordered by Peter Casella and Frank Narducci Sr. And then Narducci gets killed, and Casella had to leave, and there was the whole internal war in terms of what's happening.
You don't ask someone how they feel.
At the end of all that, Nicky Scarfo became the boss of the Philly family.
Look at the body language. Look at the stare.
Did you know Nicky at all?
Yeah, I knew Nick. Yeah.
Okay, so what was Nicky Scarfo like?
This is great.
He was a good man. He was a man. He was a good guy.
Okay.
He's
What
always
were
on
some of
time.
what were some of the moments?
He was
that
never
stood out
late.
in terms of your interactions.
With Nicky?
Yeah.
He was always dependable, always on time. If you had to be there at 5 o'clock, you better be there at 5 o'clock. No, he was a good man. He was a good guy. Nicky was a good man. I mean, look, he went to jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
How come he didn't ask about Nicky Jr.?
I'm about to ask about Nicky first. You
Yeah,
said
so-
he's a good man. You better show up on time. Oh, so the question should be, so did you ever have to, were you ever late? You know how to lead him into the hole. Were you ever late and got yelled at or whatever? How do you answer that? It's like, are you still beating your wife? You can't answer that question.
I think he, just like Snuff was saying yesterday, I don't think he knew anything about the whole situation. He's probably reading off Wikipedia, right? He's probably reading off Wikipedia. Emerald, what's going on? I bet you he was reading it off of Wikipedia.
Hey, Anthony.
He was a good guy.
I think he touched on Philly and Eddie a little bit, doesn't he?
A little bit, but not where he should have gone.
Not as much as he should have.
His nephew.
They say after Nicky became the boss, they promoted your dad to the underboss.
I don't know nothing about that. That I'm not going to talk about. I don't want to talk about none of that.
And stop fucking asking him, right?
Yeah, yep.
Like, what the fuck? He keeps asking him, too. I'm surprised.
Well, he's trying to get it done, but he's not asking it the right way.
No. Not at all.
I think he's afraid that this guy would take off his mic and say, fuck it, this is done, and walk out.
I'm surprised he didn't.
Yeah.
How much of all that shit that he was bringing up that he didn't want to talk about.
You never know. Maybe it did happen. Give me another $5,000.
A lot of these people kiss Sammy's ass and all that. They pay him money, first off, for an interview, right? They pay him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do what he wants. And then all of a sudden, people get, I don't know, they have a beef with Sammy or something. And then all of a sudden, they talk all this shit. But you're the one that paid him. You're the one that fucking went with the bullshit So who's to blame? You.
You know how crazy it is? He's charging I don't know if I said this before. He's charging $500 an hour that you can call him up and talk to him on the phone for an hour for $500. And people are doing it. You can ask him.
Anything for money, bro.
But
Anything
but
for money.
if nobody calls him, he don't make a dime. But people are still calling. Hey, guess what I did yesterday? I talked to Sammy the Bull for an hour. Really? Yeah, it only cost me $500. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Salvatore says Callie's playing hide the corned beef with Barone.
Oh, jeez.
My personal opinion, I feel that EG Vodka is a shitty brand. Let's get back to the content.
Mob stuff. I want to talk about the rats.
Okay, fair enough. So, 82, Nicky Scarfo goes to jail for gun possession for 2 years.
Right.
And then in 84, you got into a situation with aggravated assault.
Yeah, I got locked up.
Okay, so tell me exactly what happened.
We was in a bar. I was in a bar, Lido. It was like a restaurant. It wasn't no nightclub. It was like a restaurant. Older crowd. They had a band in there. And Phil Leonetti's mother came in there. He left this out of his book. And she was in there drunk. And these 3 guys kept on bothering her, asking her to dance. They were dancing with her. I went over. I brought her back to the bar. You know, and they wouldn't stop. I'm little. I just got done being a jockey. I was fucking 120 pounds. They were big. And a fucking fight broke out. I hit one with a chair. They hit me. Bing, bang, boom. But I didn't get locked up for like a year later. One of them somebody got stabbed. A riot broke out. Somebody got stabbed. They locked me up a year later. They charged me with 2 counts, aggravated assault and possession of 3 charges. 2 aggravated assault. I went and got sentenced. The fucking lawyer told me I was getting probation. I got 21 years. But they ran a concurrent. I didn't know what the fucking concurrent meant.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right, yeah. 2 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of possession of a weapon for unlawful purpose.
They got me 7 years each one, and then they ran in concurrent, but I didn't know what concurrent meant. Fuck, I know. I went to 9th grade. And then I did 2 years in jail, and I got out.
Well, you were also banned from the New Jersey casinos?
Yeah, youngest guy in the country barred. They still won't let me in.
He doesn't even ask him why. Like, why? Why would they ban you? And his response would probably be because they banned my dad and my uncle, right?
Yeah. So then why all of you? What are you doing? What happened?
Yeah, you're a young kid. Why would they ban a kid?
That would be great content. Wasn't that a story you would like to hear?
Yeah.
Why you got to really do something to be banned from every casino in Atlantic City.
100%. They were having congressional hearings on it and everything. It was crazy.
It's ridiculous. Hey, Emerald.
Because of that fight?
No, I think I might have got barred before
Rasco.
that. I'm not like right around that time I got barred. We all got barred.
What's up, man?
My father, Nicky, Salvi.
Chris says, I'm surprised he did the interview at all. Merlino is technically in the life. That's your opinion. I don't believe he's in the life. I believe if he was, I believe he walked away. And it's possible. It's possible to walk away.
He did say technically, but if he was still in the life and he was doing this, oh boy.
No, listen, he's not in the life.
No,
he's not.
No.
He's a podcaster now. Like, that's his life now. And he does other things. Like, he doesn't just do this, you know?
And I read somewhere he's opening a restaurant or something down in Philly.
Yeah, he's opening a steak shop and like steaks and subs and all that.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
They call them grinders where I'm from.
Grinders.
Up here in Connecticut, they call them grinders.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what they call sandwiches, grinders.
Yeah, grinders.
But
we call them heroes.
It's different all over the country. When I asked for a grinder out in Minneapolis, they're like, what? What the fuck is a grinder? It's a sandwich.
The grinder was a professional poker player.
Package stores, too. Liquor store is a package store here in Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
A package store?
Yeah, package store.
Where do you pack it?
It's a package of alcohol. Package. And they call
And
it the
subs.
Packy. Yo, go to the Packy. Let's go to the Packy.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they call it. Oh, yeah.
I would have thought they meant Pakistanis.
No, package store. That's funny, Roscoe.
My uncle, the other piece of shit. Yeah, like all of us, we all got barred.
So you can't walk into a casino at all in Jersey.
If I'm taking a heart attack right now on the boardwalk, I can't go in and get fucking medical attention. They won't let me in.
Okay. And like you mentioned, your dad got banned as well as your other family members.
Yeah, we all got, I think it was all the same time.
For what?
Okay.
I know, like, what happened? Explain
So
what
frustrating.
happened.
So frustrating.
Hey, it's Vlad's great interview skills, you know? Yeah, I mean, anyone could pay someone money, get them on their show, but if they don't ask them the right questions, what's the point?
Yeah.
Just to have them? Like, I think he does that, just gets them to have them on there.
Well, I think, he's such a big name, Joey. I don't think really Vlad really cared, as long as he gets that hour and a half, whatever it is, breaks it out into 16 segments, and then re-releases it as a whole. It's making money, right?
Yo, thank you so much for that, Jason, man. I really appreciate you. Fucking piece of shit. Have a great
Oh.
you clogged the fucking toilet, man.
What? He's got to be flushed again. He's still there.
Is he?
He had another comment.
Oh, that's great. Great.
Who are you to
love
give
it.
out about interview skills?
Keep watching, asshole. Maybe you'll figure it out. Let's get back to the content.
Now, your
Jeez,
sister
okay.
was
Hey, your sister.
Yo, people are
Hey,
really
Mustang.
emotionally invested in me.
Love that.
Right?
I love that.
I really appreciate you. And now you have to watch and you can't comment. How does that feel? How does that make you feel? Keep watching and you'll see some pretty big interviews on this show. Nowhere else.
one engaged to Salvatore Testa.
Yeah.
He ends up getting killed.
Yeah, I was in jail.
He doesn't talk at all about his relationship with Salvi.
Well, didn't you know him? Didn't you guys hang out together?
Nothing.
How did you feel? How did you feel when you heard?
Yeah, when did you guys first interact with each other?
I went away
I'll be right back, Sonny.
when he got.
Right.
Yeah, I was away when he got killed.
How did your sister take that?
I mean, she could, she couldn't have took it well. I mean, well, they were broken up though. Nobody knows that they were broken up before that. The engagement was off.
Okay. Well, and then in 1988, your dad got sentenced to 45 years.
Yeah.
For 2 counts of racketeering and drug trafficking.
Yeah. No, I think they beat the drugs.
Oh, they beat the drug trafficking charge.
They had a RICO case before that. Yeah, drug case. They got acquitted. All of them. And then they had that RICO case. They won. And then after that was the Testa murder. They beat that. And then they came with a racketeering case with everything in it. And they got convicted. That's when they got the 45 years.
It's too early for
He was
that, man.
26 years old when that happened.
Yeah. Around there, 26, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Duck riders are actually emotional with the people they wish they were. It's a compliment, Staxx. Definitely,
Yeah.
Uncle Pete. Very odd. It is. Like, one thing is, people that are doing better than you, they don't talk down on people that are trying. You know what I'm saying? So it proves what they are, but they don't. Salvatore. Gene slowly applies Vaseline.
Back to the Vaseline.
Oh, matter of fact, we have a clip.
What?
I'm standing every single one of them. Let me go. Watch.
Get my ball. Get my ball.
I'm gonna show you what time it is right now. You want to play games? You want to play games, right? I'm gonna show you what time it is. Want to play games?
Ruffin. Hashtag save Ruffin.
Holy shit. He doesn't want to be filmed?
Why are you recording me?
Why are you filming me? Wow.
Get me in jail.
You want to put me in jail? Huh? Why are you recording me, huh?
Wow. You don't like the spotlight anymore.
Sick bitch. Come on, you don't like the spotlight anymore?
That was a hotel, like it looked like, right?
It was a whole something.
I mean, how does it feel to be that young and your dad is almost getting a life sentence with that many years, essentially? Because your dad is what, maybe in his 50s at this point?
He doesn't talk at all about his relationship with his father. None of that shit, man.
Right,
Nothing.
right.
He like breezes over the most important stuff.
They had 45 years, and he got life with no parole for another murder. So he had life. Pennsylvania, you get life, you never get out.
Hey, guy, what's
And
up,
then
man?
he had
Thanks for watching.
the 45 years with the feds running wild. But then they won the appeal on the murder case. I think it was, fuck year was it, 97. They went back to trial and they got acquitted.
Ruffin's in the witness protection program under assumed identity. Come on, not Ruffin. You can't have Ruffin in the witness protection program. Excuse me.
And that's how they just had the Fed sentence.
Okay, so ultimately, how many years did your dad have to serve?
What did he do? He did.
The rest of his
When he
life.
came home in 2016, I think he had 26 in, 20, 25, 26. Straight.
Okay. And then what happened?
He died. He died in jail.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah, he died. He only had like 18 months left.
how did your dad take it?
Like a man, like he's supposed to.
What the fuck?
You know how I feel about that question. So how'd your dad feel when he died? I don't fucking know he was dead. I couldn't talk to him.
That's
know?
I just think that this guy, man, it's just crazy.
He's trying to choke him up.
I got no words. I really don't for this fucking interview. He has no skills. How about that?
So you're supposed to.
I mean, I'm sure at that time, he was given lots of opportunities to cooperate and make that whole jail sentence go away.
He's not like you, Vlad.
Yeah,
He's not like you, Vlad, because you 100% would cooperate. He tried to say that if the cops came to him and they needed his footage, he wouldn't.
And you can go home.
He said if the cops came to him now and they needed his footage to prosecute someone,
he said he would give it.
No, he said he wouldn't give it.
Oh, but he turned it around and said he would. Right? Am I wrong?
No, he said he wouldn't give it. But he would cooperate 100%. You could tell by the questions he's asking.
You have to, yeah. You know, this is a public
One of them
thing.
could have did it. It's that easy. Anybody could do it. You don't even have to know somebody. You seen the podcast I had with the kid the other day?
Everyone calls Vlad a cooperator for some
He didn't
reason.
even.
I don't know. Because he gets people jammed up. He's gotten people jammed up where they went to prison after they did interviews with him.
If they did interviews, yeah, some were killed, some killed themselves. But you're not going to trip this guy up. Although, if he was a little more savvy, like you just said, there were a couple of times when he started to get a little diarrhea in the mouth, and he cuts him off.
And not saying that I want him to trip him up.
I know what you're saying.
No, I don't want him to trip him up for nothing. There's nothing to trip him up for. The feds have a way of making citizens cooperate. 100%, Chris. Vlad definitely would cooperate. There's no doubt in my mind. Salvatore says
He's too
Cicali
much.
plays salami sabers with Perone. The mafia circles your table. Crazy.
Oh, these guys, they're all the best. Look at how Salvatore put. Gene walks into a bar with a cucumber in one hand and a jar of Vaseline in the other hand. What the fuck?
Oh man, you guys are too much, man.
They told him we'll let you go. That's how easy it is. But my father would never even think of that.
Did you visit him regularly in prison?
Yeah. Well, they stopped me when I got locked up. They wouldn't let me visit him no more. When I got out, they wouldn't let me visit him. The warden stopped me. I couldn't come in to visit. I had to get special permission. He was dying. Let me see. When was it? I got out 90. When did I get out? 2014, 12. I forgot. When the fuck did I get out? 14. And he was in bad shape. And I wasn't allowed to go visit him. And then they gave me special permission. I went with my mother. We went to go see him. He was in a hospital in Texas. They had fucking 30 guards in a room, handcuffed to the. If they told him you get up and walk out, he couldn't get up and walk out. And then he died like 2 days later. But at least I got to see him before he died.
Sorry for your loss, man. I lost my dad a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well,
He didn't say it back.
right around 89, there was a rumor that there was a $500,000 bounty on your head. And I guess a TV reporter asked you, you
Yeah,
said, hey,
Dave
give me the
Troutwise.
$500,000 and I'll shoot myself.
Yeah. I just came out of a bar.
This was great.
The guy dropped the microphone, the camera guy, whoever the fuck he was. I just got buried in football. I was coming out of the bar. And he said, there's a $500,000 bounty to kill you. I said, $500,000, I'll shoot my fucking self right now for $500,000. The guy dropped the fucking camera. He started laughing.
He just lost on a bet in the bar, and he's like, "What? I need the money."
I
man."
love the way he says that. He just got buried in football.
No, Mickey, get Greg's. What's up, man? I got something to show you guys, and it's pretty telling.
Hey, Mickey.
So this whole, hold on, I'll play it in a minute. Hold on.
I mean, was that the first time you heard that or you heard that before?
Nah, they used to fucking tell me every other week. I don't pay attention to it.
Okay, so you weren't bothered at all knowing that people are saying that you have that much money on your head?
No.
No? Okay. Because over time, there were attempts on your life.
Yeah.
How many total attempts?
Oh, I hate what's coming up.
I got shot once, drive-by. I don't know, but it came out in court testimony. They said 30 times. I have no idea.
So there was a guy who got caught with a gun, and they were on the highway. They got caught after, I think it was after him and his friend got shot on the sidewalk. There was a guy who got caught in a van with some guns and some other people, and they alleged that he was on his way to go kill Joey. But they don't know if that's true, but who knows?
Really?
Yeah, I'll give you guys the information after. I got the video of the guy coming to court and all that. Yeah.
Well, you know what's coming up. You know what's coming up next. One of the parts that we hate the most, when he says, how did it feel when your friend died in your arms? What kind of question is that? So when you guys hung out together, did you get onion rings or french fries?
He doesn't ask him like how you guys met, how did your friendship transpire, what type of stuff did you get into? Like nothing. Just what the fuck. But hey, he's a great interviewer. Anyone that thinks he's a great interviewer, you guys are sadly mistaken. You guys are very gullible people. Some people. And that's that.
Okay, and we'll talk about those as we go on with the story. But ultimately, they never got to collect that money because you're still here.
No, I'm still here.
Right.
See if I can borrow $500,000 on it.
Yeah.
Well, that same year, you were charged with interstate theft and conspiracy.
What year was that?
89.
Oh yeah, but
I guess it was based on a federal armored truck.
Yeah, the armored truck. Yeah.
Okay, so in 1987, there was an incident with an armored truck.
Right.
He's like, hold on, let me check Wikipedia.
Look, the face is back and the arms are folded. You're right, Uncle Pete. Definitely right. Right, but look, you're reading the body language. That
Yeah.
stare is back. His face is tight and his arms are folded. Like, why are you bringing up my fucking armored car thing for? That's not what I'm here for.
And he already talked about this type of shit
Mm-hmm.
on his podcast. Like, here, repeat everything you said on your podcast. Just repeat it on his show.
Hey, Tommy Boy, you have
Where-
5 guys in Scotland? Wow.
5 guys.
That's right, Mustang. All right, here we go. You ready? Hold on.
$352,000 was stolen.
Yeah, the wrong bag got thrown out.
And in 89, you were actually charged with that incident.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 years later.
And then in 1990, you were actually convicted of that whole.
Yeah, I
incident.
went to trial. Yeah.
Okay.
The two guys.
Since you
who-
got convicted,
The two guys
Sorry,
who
go ahead.
orchestrated it both told on me. I really had nothing to do with it. The guy Barone took me in at the end. He set up with this other kid, Iggy, another rat. And I guess they took me just to get out of jail. And I went with them. It was an inside job. They just put the bag out. All you did was pick the bag up, put it in the car. There was no
It's up,
guns, no
Roscoe.
violence or nothing. And they both told on me. They got probation. I got 4 years. The max was 5.
so this huge robbery that you had nothing to do with, the guys who did it said that you were the mastermind behind it.
No, they couldn't say I would. The judge was ready to throw me out of the case. Of course, it was only the one witness. It was the kid Iggy, this other fucking rat. He was the driver. He was the dumb motherfucker who threw the wrong bag out. And then we got pinched. He really never talked to me. So he told on Richie, and we were going to trial. We started trial, me and Richie. He was sitting right next to me. And then there was a delay in the trial for like a day. And then the next day, his lawyer, we made our opening statements. His lawyer said, I got an alibi. My client was in a casino when this happened, and he wasn't there. And then there was 1 day delay, and the next thing I know, he was a witness against me.
Dude, how many witnesses did they ever have against him in his whole time going to court? A lot. Like,
Right. And
what?
yeah,
100? How many rats
mean,
cooperated against this guy?
he may have been the real Teflon Don.
Yeah, it's crazy how many
Right?
people really tried to cooperate against him. If you add them all up, it's a lot of people, man.
It's like remember Seinfeld when they had Bizarro World?
Yeah.
When they met, this is it. He's the Bizarro World of Brooklyn.
Oh, man.
And a Mustang Mag. He never asked about Fee Leonetti. That's one of your biggest complaints.
Nothing.
Yours.
Nothing about it. It's insane. But hey, Vlad's the greatest interviewer ever.
And he got, they both got probation.
They got probation, even though they're the ones who actually did the crime.
Yeah, they got probation. They didn't do a day. And
Right, and
I got all the restitution too.
You had to pay it all back.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
Nice
and then you
country.
got 3 years or 4 years?
4. The max was 5.
Aha. Okay. So how did it feel to now be back in prison again?
That was all right. Got in shape.
Thank you, Chris.
You
I
make the
agree
best
with
of
you,
it.
Chris.
What you gonna do?
Vlad is nowhere near a good interviewer as you guys. Millions of views do not equivalent to great interviews. Or, listen, people having 100,000 viewers doesn't equivalent to you being a stand-up guy either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you guys can have all the fucking followers, all the viewers. It doesn't mean you're a real one at all, by no means.
At all.
Nope.
Right. What do you think between this time and the last time you got locked up over the fight? What was the worst thing that you experienced while in prison?
In prison?
And he doesn't even have him explain any situations that he's witnessed in
Yeah.
prison. Nothing. He just says, I've seen people get killed. That's it.
People get killed. I wasn't in.
Can you explain? Can
Right.
you walk me through that situation? He
Like
doesn't
who?
say any of that.
Like
Watch.
who? What
I
do you
mean-
mean? What do you mean?
in 92, well, I went away 89, 90. You know, I was in the mediums. And when my last bit, when I got to 14 years, I was in the penitentiaries. There ain't no fucking games there. None of them guys could go there. None of them.
Okay.
He said they would get pregnant.
Mm.
If they went there, they'd be pregnant.
He just said that?
No, in one of his other
Oh.
shows, he said that.
Okay. That's
So you're
Maybe
saying
the-
that up until this point, it was relatively
Yeah, it was,
light
I mean,
compared to
yeah, the worst you're going to see is a guy get hit with a lock, whatever, you know, in the mediums, at the lows, there's not in fights. But in the penitentiary, there ain't no fights. I didn't see one fight in all them years.
Thank
You're
you,
getting stabbed,
Mandy.
you're getting hit with a fucking mop ringer, lock.
Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate that. If anyone wants to donate to the show, you can hit up my Cash App at Chattin with Staxx. And make sure you follow Sonny Grasso. There's a link in the description of this video. Follow him on Patreon and all that stuff. We appreciate all you guys' support. A lot of great things on the way.
Hey,
And,
that's an insult to Howard Beach, Salvatore.
What would you say about Howard Beach?
It must be the name Salvatore. He's so
Wrestling
fucking...
specialist of Howard Beach. He slowly opens the Vaseline jar.
Oh, you guys are crazy, man.
Microwave, you name it. They don't play games.
Eric, what's up, man? Thomas, how are you?
Okay, so when you get locked up, they're saying that you met a guy named Ralph Natal.
Oh, that was in.
He doesn't. Ralph Natal? It's
Natal?
Lee. Ralph Natal? He says every
No.
name. Every name he says wrong. Every one of them.
Stanva.
Stanfa. Joey Merlino?
I was in 92.
92, exactly.
Well, 90. Yeah, I went to McKean. He was there.
Okay, so tell me who Ralph Natal is.
A fucking bartender, lying, bullshitter, piece of shit.
Nice.
There you have it.
How do you really feel, Joe?
Yeah, how do you really feel?
That's what he was.
Okay. Well, why is he a piece of shit?
Look what he did. He destroyed his family. He got his kids locked up twice for selling meth while he was in jail. What father tells their son to go cook meth while they're in fucking jail? He's in jail for meth. He's got his fucking kids cooking meth. He got his son-in-law locked up. He got his son locked up. He's a piece of shit. Listen, you made a promise to me now. I come on the show. You can't interview no more rats.
Oh, he breaks
love
that
this.
promise.
This is the best.
Okay. I can't make that promise.
You said you would. Your guy said you would. No more rats.
Unfortunately, some of the people that I interview have cooperated in various ways. You know, you've seen my interviews with like Sammy the Bull. And
I never watched one interview. I swear on my mother. I never watched none of their videos, none of them.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So then you come out in
Look at him.
90...
Look at him escaping as
Yeah,
quick
he's
as he
just-
can.
Yeah, he moves
No, he's
on.
getting out.
He
He's
moves
getting
on
off
re-
that subject as quick as he can.
He moves
Because he
on
just
really
said in
fast.
front of this large audience here, he's never watched one of Vlad's shows, interviews, anything. That's not cool. That's not what you want to hear as an interviewer,
No,
right?
I've never seen one.
What you want to hear is, no, you know why I came on? Because I, like everybody tells you, because I watch you all the time and you're real and this, and you don't judge and it's entertainment and you know your shit and blah, blah, blah. This guy says, I never seen one. And he wants to get out of there as quick as he can.
he moved on really quick.
91?
No, 92.
92. Okay. So what was it like to come out at that point?
No, it was good. I went to the halfway house. I only did a couple of years.
Vlad wouldn't be able to handle a couple of years. 100%. Vlad would be in the cell crying.
He'd be going from cell to cell. You want to do an interview?
Yeah. You want to do an interview?
How did it feel when you got locked up in here?
With Gene in back of him with a jar of Vaseline. Oh, man. But I got some things I got to do, man. Hey, I got one more thing I want to show you guys. There's been some controversy lately about the whole mob tube thing and where it came
What?
about. And where it came about. I can definitely 100% tell you that the person claiming that they created it and all this, not true. You want the proof? Here you go.
Wow, I remember
was
that.
Created March 5th, 2006.
Wow.
So all this shit that this dude's claiming he made MobTube, not true. Carry on.
Look what Kevin wrote.
I appreciate you, Sonny.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, brother. Look what Kevin wrote. Something's controversial on social media.
100%. What's it like getting out of prison?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, man, we got a lot of great things in the future. You guys will be definitely surprised in the future.
If we ever get Joey on, we're gonna ask him, what do you prefer? Mounds or Almond Joy? Which one?
Hey, it's not.
Yeah, I remember MobTube. I totally forgot about that.
Shout out to the Skinny. Make sure you guys go subscribe. It's on Patreon. Hold on, I'll put a link.
GayTube. Now that's a hell of a name.
What?
Lefties but JJ.
Yeah. I got a link for his Patreon. You guys want to go subscribe? Go subscribe to the Skinny with Joey Merlino and Little Snuff. Scammy the Bull. You suck.
That's right. Take care, chat. See you, Tommy Boyd.
Definitely.
My
and
brother.
if you guys want to support the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit up the Cash App and Chatting with Staxx. If you want to be a guest on the show, just email me and we can make it happen. I've got a lot of interviews dropping, tons of them. Some new people I'm going to be bringing to you guys. And don't forget, Gaetano Castellano on Friday. If you guys like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this podcast, too fucking bad. Start your own. I appreciate all you guys. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch.
You fucking stepped right on me.
Yeah. Have a great day, Sonny.